Mental inventory. Congratulations on getting to this training module. Quite honestly, the most important training module we have. And you know what's interesting is there'll be people that never get here, and yet this module right here is the one that'll help you overcome the barriers that are keeping you from where you want to be in life. You know, you show me anybody that succeeds at a high level. They succeeded because what's going on from the chin up, what's going on between the ears. You see, thoughts lead to actions. Actions lead to habits. Habits lead to the results in life. Right thoughts lead to right actions, lead to right habits, lead to right results. The wrong thoughts lead to the wrong. You get the point, right? And so here's the point. I don't like to read. Let me just go ahead and throw it out there. I don't like to read. I don't wake up and go, boy, I can't wait to read today. Reading sounds fun. No, I've never said that. But here's what I'm going to tell you. I read every single day. And this isn't about me. I'm just sharing with you what has gotten me where I am in life. And it's a commitment to personal development. Personal development liberates the human being to reach their God-given potential in life. You know, every morning I wake up, and that's how I start my day. Every single morning. If you were to come to my home and see the library of my home and my office, it's books everywhere. That's how I start my day. It's that simple. You know, so many people, they don't read. And when they graduate from school, they never read again. Look, I don't care if it's 1 page a day. Progress is progress. Just make sure you're better today than you were the day before, right? It's that simple. Read the right books. When you're going down the road, rolling university, right? Instead of listening to pointless music, and I'm not saying you shouldn't take some rest time. I think you should. But I know for me, I'm going to go rolling university. If you've read my book, Stat Advice, you know when I'm on the treadmill, when I'm running, right, in the neighborhood. I actually use that. I use 20 minutes of that time when I'm running to pray. I'm a man of faith. And then I use the other time to listen, right? I actually have headphones on and nothing's playing for 20 minutes, so nobody bothers me. But then I turn it on for the remaining 15 to 20 minutes, depending on how long I'm running that day, and I'm listening to John Maxwell. I'm listening to the great thought leaders of the world, Jim Rohn, etc. And so my point is this. You got to read. We actually give you a copy of my book. I'm not trying to promote it. In fact, every penny from that book goes to charity. But we give you a free copy of the book in your starter kit. That's how important personal development is to your success. You know, I'll close with this as we talk about your mental inventory. To be successful on a high level, you're going to have to be abnormal. You're going to be abnormal if you're going to succeed. Look, nobody's ever described a huge success person or somebody that's had a lot of success in life by saying, tell me about them. They're normal. They're normal people. No. They may say they're an average, you know, they're cool, they're down to earth, but they ain't normal. Okay, you don't accomplish financial freedom by being normal. You're not in great shape because you're normal. You know what I'm saying? You got to be abnormal. And so listen to me, success, you know, John Maxwell, this is one of his best quotes. Success, it's an uphill journey. Don't let anybody tell you differently. It's uphill. But the problem is most people try to go uphill with downhill habits. Thoughts lead to actions, actions lead to habits, habits lead to results. If you have downhill habits, you're not going to go uphill. You need uphill habits to go uphill. How do you get uphill habits? What are you feeding your mind? What's your mental inventory? Listen to me, you know why I start off every single day reading a good book and getting into the Word? Every day. Because it's my way of hitting Control-Alt-Delete. I'm rebooting my brain every day. Now, the young ones right now, the next geners are going, what does Control-Alt-Delete mean, right? For us older folk, back in the day, Control-Alt-Delete was what you had to do when your computer froze, right? And so you just reboot it, right? And so the point is this, Control-Alt-Delete, because here's the deal. If you're not feeding your mind fresh inventory, you're going to have spoiled goods in there. You're going to have rotten stuff in there. It's the nature of the beast because the world throws things upon you. You can't remove yourself from that. No matter how hard you try, you can't remove yourself from the fact the world is inundating your brain with garbage. And we all know the saying, garbage in, garbage out. Okay, so why is reading so important or listening to the right podcast? Because you've got to feed the inventory, feed the mind the right stuff so it automatically replaces the negative stuff. You know, the greatest book of all time, and quite frankly was written by the greatest leader of all time, has one of the most powerful statements as it references this, and here it is. Do not conform any longer to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind. And it's through this process you will find what you're supposed to do in life. You see, the world's going to tell you what to do. The world's going to tell you what you can't do. I'm going to tell you right now, one of the number one keys to my success was personal development, if not the number one key, because it enabled me to filter out the bad, stay focused on the good, and lastly, stay focused on my bullseye, on why I got started on whatever the venture was in the first place. You see, your why, your reason for doing IDLife, your why is the resolve to do what you need to do, when you need to do it, how you need to do it, regardless of the circumstances. Your why is your resolve to do what you need to do, when you need to do it, how you need to do it, regardless of the circumstances. In other words, regardless of how you feel that particular day, your why is going to get you out of bed and you're going to go accomplish it. You know how many times I didn't want to work out? You know, sometimes you just have to act your way into a feeling, man. I have never worked. I don't love working out. Some people do. They're gym rats. They go, man, I can't wait to work out today. That ain't me, okay? But I love to work out because of the why, the way it makes me feel. See, it's the why that gets me to the gym, not the process of going to the gym that I like. It's the why behind it, right? You have to have a bulletproof why for this company. You have to have one. And then you got to feed your mind over and over and over and over and over again as to why you're doing this. If I'm you, create a vision board. Put it on your mirror. So every morning when you brush your teeth, every night when you brush your teeth, hopefully you brush your teeth every morning and night, right? Make sure you have your vision board. Maybe it's you want to get out of debt. That's your why. Put what's handcuffing you financially on the mirror. Put your credit cards up there. Put your mortgage payment on there. Whatever's handcuffing you, put it on the mirror, right? Physically, if your goal is to lose weight, right? Put your before picture up there. Whatever it is, have a bulletproof why. And again, what are those visuals doing? They're keeping you focused mentally. You're seeing them every day, every morning, every night. That's what those visuals are doing. You know, I know we've gone a little long with this training module, but here's the bottom line. Your mental inventory is more important than everything else. Because your why will overcome the what. It'll overcome the how. It'll overcome everything else. You can know nothing about what we do at IDLife, but if your why is strong enough and you have the relentless pursuit to accomplish your why, you're going to figure it out. You will figure it out. There's so many people, you know how many degrees they have? 2, 3 degrees. I'm a PhD in this. Nothing wrong with that. It's admirable. I think it's great. And they're broke. And they're miserable. They have all the knowledge in the world. And it's just wasted. Listen to me. Knowledge is not power. It's knowledge acted upon that creates a powerful opportunity. Well, what creates action? What you're feeding your mind. It's that simple. Because I'm telling you, if you're not feeding your mind the right things, you will convince yourself to go flip on the TV. You'll convince yourself to surf Facebook for 2 hours, right? You'll convince yourself to do all the greatest time wasters and life sabotagers that exist in this planet versus going and getting done what needs to get done, right? Read the right books. If you go to loganstout.com, I have a whole list of suggested books that have changed my life. Just go to the website. They're on there. These are books I've read that have transformed the way I view life, and it has enabled me to do the things that I never dreamt as a kid I would ever be able to do, but I've been able to do it. Look, I'm proud of you for going through these training modules. Congratulations on doing this. You know, my advice to you is watch them over and over again, right? Because you can only receive a certain percentage of what you see and hear. So go over them over and over, and then make sure the people you care about go over these too once they've joined the family. Get registered for Revolution. Get plugged into the events. Get plugged into the amazing movement of IDLife. I'm excited for you. I can't wait to hear about your testimonies. I can't wait to hear about all the solutions that IDLife helps you accomplish in your life. And so, look, it's a blessing to have you here. On behalf of my wife, my kids, my family, the IDLife family, the corporate staff, we're proud of you, right? Welcome and congratulations on accomplishing going through all the training modules. We'll see you soon.